Sometimes we do everything we can, and it's just not enough, or there's no point. Today, I want to give you, and have you give yourself, permission to retreat. Hello, I'm Celia Kane. Welcome to Ask Me Anything. Thank you so much for joining me today. As a culture, we valorize fighting into the last, in illness, in work, in our personal lives, and in our community. But sometimes fighting is not the right answer or response for you. As an ALS widow, I really hated when people talked about my husband fighting the good fight or fighting off death. You never win with death. You can postpone, but you can't win. And when you have a terminal diagnosis, then it's time to assess your priorities. What will fighting do to your quality of life? What does fighting look like? How long might it work? And frankly, what's the ROI? What's the return on investment? Would your limited time and energy be better spent on something else? Everyone has to make their own decisions about this in their own individual circumstances. What interventions do you want? And keep in mind that you can change your mind at any time. As a loved one and caregiver, it's difficult to hear people who disagree with the decisions that the terminally ill person has made, who think that they should continue to fight. And these decisions are not theirs to make. They're the person who is actually ill. That's the person who makes the decision. To take my husband's ALS as an example, if not for COVID, we would have taken the boys out of school and traveled. In the end, we had only 4 months where it would have been reasonable for us to be away from home, such a short period of time. And unfortunately, we weren't able to travel when the world was shut down. I've written about the importance of bodily autonomy before, and I stand by that. But keep in mind that because we have this cultural tendency to valorize fighting and to see our body as a battlefield, as a battleground, it's hard to let go and allow yourself to move into the last and final stage of your life sometimes, or for your caregivers and loved ones to allow it and to think that it's okay. But it is okay, and it must be your decision. In work and careers, we often fall into the sunk cost fallacy, believing because we've invested so much time and money and effort in a particular field that we must stick with it. And sometimes it's right for us to stick with it. Sometimes it's right for us to stay. We can shift our focus a little bit and improve things considerably. But other times, it's better to try something different. So many people I know are on their second or even third career, and there's nothing wrong with that. We grow and change, and our interests change too, and our lives change. Maybe you have children now that you didn't have before. Maybe you want a totally different lifestyle. You have permission to retreat, to start again, and to seek something entirely new. With my clients, I most often see this fear of retreat in terms of personal relationships. Leaving a long-term relationship doesn't mean you failed. It means that you've changed and your needs have changed. And I found that when you know that leaving is an option, if you want to take it, that people feel free instead of trapped, and they focus more on ways that they can improve the relationship to see if they want to stay. As long as you feel trapped, you will want to escape. And that is just our basic biology. Feeling trapped freezes you and makes you want to escape as soon as possible. So feeling a freedom to leave, feeling that ability to walk away, whether it's in your personal relationships or career or whatever, makes such a difference to our mindset and what we're willing to accomplish. So retreating is sometimes the best option to take, even when you've been working for years to improve your community. I have a neighbor who is constantly fighting with her adult child's landlord, trying to make the situation tenable, but in the end, it was not worth it. Fighting would take more time than the adult child, who is desperately in need of assistance and housing, could afford. And the amount of fighting required would be exhausting for her mother, my neighbor, who was her primary caregiver. While you'd like to have the energy to engage in every single injustice you see, regardless of whether it affects your life directly, you are a limited resource. You have limited energy and limited attention, and not every fight is worth fighting by you right now. So you have permission to retreat. You don't need my permission, but you have it regardless. I hope this helps you today. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.